Do you know that you can use an SBA 7A loan to buy commercial real estate? Yes, you can. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let's get to it. Everybody, welcome to my channel. I am your host, Leo Landaverde, business and commercial loan broker, helping you buy and scale a profitable business. If you're thinking about buying a business someday, or own an existing business and thinking about scaling it so you can exit, then you come to the right place. And please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. I call the SBA 7A loan the Swiss Army knife of commercial loans. And here's why. You can use it almost to buy anything. You can use it to buy a partner out, you can use it to buy a business, you can use it for commercial real estate, you can use it for commercial capital, working capital, and a lot more. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna go through some of the most frequently asked questions, kind of like an FAQ session, and give you the best answers I can. What does the SBA do? Well, the Small Business Administration is not really a bank. They don't really lend money. What they do is they rather guarantee those loans that are made by the corresponding SBA lenders designated by the SBA. So the SBA lenders actually make the loans, they're guaranteed by the SBA. Without those guarantees, those SBA lenders would not be able to give you those loans because there would be too much risk in some of these types of deals. How much down payment do you need? The answer is, and it may surprise you, are you ready for this? Zero. The SBA is silent on the amount of down payment that you need to do to buy a commercial real estate. Now, if you go to any SBA lender, they'll tell you need at least 10%, but that's a myth. And I debunked that myth last week. If you haven't watched last week's video, I encourage you to watch it. The link will be here in the card and it will be right here. It'll be actually down on the notes section of this video. But you need to understand that the spirit of the SBA is that they don't want you to tie up any cash. They want to secure that deal. They want to guarantee that deal without you having to put any money down. Now, really the premise of the SBA is that you have gone to them because there's nowhere else to go, right? You have exhausted all their efforts. So they're coming, and their position is that you really don't have any money to put down, but you have great credit and a great building you want to buy. So the answer is 0%. Now, there you go. And I use an SBA 7A loan for an investment type commercial property. And the short answer is no. The only way that you can actually buy commercial real estate using a 7A loan is by you buying an owner-occupied building. And the reasoning is that you have to occupy at least 51% of the leasable space. So this is a 10,000 square foot leasable type space buildings, 10,000 square feet. You need to occupy at least 51% of that 5,100 square feet. You can lease, you can sublease the rest, but you have to occupy it. The SBA only does owner-occupied deals. How long are these loans? What are the repayment terms? Now, most SBA loans for commercial real estate will go from as little as 10 years to as much as 25 years. So, and everything in between. So it really depends. In a smaller deal, they'll probably go 10 years, and a multi-million-dollar deal, say a $4 or $5 million deal, they're probably gonna go a 25-year term. If you're stuck trying to figure out how to buy your dream business, drop me a comment below and let's connect. I'm on a quest to help 10,000 people buy their dream business. The next question, how does the SBA 7A loan differ from the SBA 504 loan? Now, I've done a couple of videos about this about a year ago, and some of you have already watched that and reached out to me, so thank you very much for that. But here's what you need to understand is that the 7A loan is a standalone loan that doesn't need anybody else, but it is a variable rate loan. Now, some people are of the opinion that you should never get a variable rate loan with a fixed asset that doesn't change. However, if you want to get a fixed loan term, then you're going to have to go with a 504 loan, which is an entirely different type of loan. And you have to have a CDC a commercial development type of entity, localized, and there's a lot more red tape, it's a lot more convoluted, it's a lot more difficult. You basically have to have a participating bank that is going to give you 50% of the loan, up to 50% of the loan to value. There's 40% comes from a CDC, a local CDC that you have to find, and they have to orchestrate. So together they're gonna put up 90%, and you will have to put 10% down. So the formula is 50, 40, 10. And then you're probably gonna get a blended rate. So you're gonna get one type of rate from the CDC, the 40% loan, and you're gonna get another rate from the 50% loan. So that is the big difference. But I get it, I understand. It may not make sense to get it for a commercial real estate, but if you want less red tape, this probably 7A is gonna be better for you. What type of commercial real estate is the SBA financing right now? Let me give you some examples. Assisted living facilities, bars and clubs, hotels, motels, restaurants, retail, mixed use buildings where the bottom is retail and the upper, the second or third floor could be business office space. Traditional office buildings, BC, ABC buildings, you're probably going to be looking at a B or a C building because they're priced more competitively than an A-type business buildings. The commercial real estate, those are some of the ones. There are more, but this is just some of the ones that you need to know about. Okay, so here are details on a recently closed commercial real estate deal, and just to give you a flair for what's available today. $990,000 loan, SBA 7A loan, to purchase the building where a long-standing auto repair shop in California. So this is a deal in which the tenant wanted to buy the landlord out. They've been there for a long time and they wanted to actually control the real estate. So the SBA was willing to give them a loan, 0% down, so they could go from being a tenant to being a landlord. What a great wealth strategy. If you're a business owner and if you're leasing, you're really wasting money, where you can actually have an entity you control, buy the real estate, and then you lease from yourself. Doesn't get any better than that. The debt service coverage ratio was 2.2. Anything over 1.25 is great. As I said, financing was 0% down on a 25-year term deal. The interest rate was prime plus 2.75. It was a 6% APR with a 3-year prepayment penalty. Drop me a comment below and let me know what type of commercial real estate are you looking to buy using an SBA 7A loan. Love to hear your comments. Let me tell you what's possible. So if you start already thinking about commercial real estate using the SBA and the 7A particularly, which is what this video is all about, so you can get up to 100% financing. You can wrap up fixtures and equipment, inventory, improvements, and working capital into the deal. There's no limit on the LTV or the loan to value. You can actually get a loan on vacant land. For instance, there was a logistics company that wanted to buy the lot next door. There was an empty lot, and they actually were able to buy it, just the dirt, just the land, and they were able to do that. So vacant land, it's okay. You can actually do refinance older debt, tie up with the commercial real estate. So think about it, right? From the SBA's perspective is, so they have great, doesn't get any better than security on, basically having real estate as security collateral for the deal. But then if the LTV, the loan to value is there, if it's low enough, you can actually wrap up all the debt, refinance those high interest rates on other commercial debt that you have, and then everybody wins. So here's some ideas, some of the pricing on commercial real estate right now. So on a 25-year term, you're looking at prime plus 1.75 to 2.75%, which means anywhere from 5 to 6% APR. 15-year term loans, prime plus 2.5 to 2.75 quarterly, which means that you're looking at from 5.75 to 6% APR. 10-year terms, prime plus 2.75 or 6%. So you're looking at anywhere from 5 to 6% right now in commercial real estate interest rate. So here is how you get an SBA 7 loan to buy commercial real estate. Hopefully this was useful to you. Please drop me a comment below and let me know if I can help you with anything. I am a commercial loan broker and a business broker, and I'm here to help you with any of your needs. Thank you so much for watching my video. For a limited time, I am giving away 2 of my biggest resources, my Advanced Growth Plan Template, as well as my Financial Projections Workbook. These 2 documents together have helped hundreds of business owners predict and achieve financial success in their business. Go ahead and click on the link below. They are my gift to you.